I knew he was going to do that. He's taking the leaves off because it's going to be in a YouTube video.
Yeah, but like every bit stops cold air coming in.
That's right, you're right, totally right. The science behind it. The science behind it. There we go.
That'll do. Yeah, that'll do.
There we go. So this Colt is previously mapped by ourselves, but he's made some modifications since the last owner. We've now got an Ecutek, we've now got a manifold, and we've got some decats. So our Richard is going to make sure this one's tickety-boo. Well, she's strapped down on the dyno, which is plumbing in the boost sensor. Let's have a look at these hoses. Oh, very purpley, very Dynodaze-y. We've got ourselves a Jap speed manifold, 4-jar S valve, K-Dead induction kit, Ecutek front mount intercooler. Don't know whether you can see that in this light, and a double D cap. So initial power run, see where we're at, and then we'll start tuning. Take three.
Take three.
Okay, Mitsubishi Colt. We've actually mapped this one before. Davey, if you're watching, we're looking after your car again. The new owner has brought it to us today. We mapped this car previously, and then the new owner has spent some money on it. So he's got new mods like Jap speed, manifold, an Ecutek front mount, double D cap, those sorts of things. So it arrived this morning, this afternoon, and we put it on the dyno. And it needed mapping, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, this car previously made 202. Obviously, the vehicle's been modified since. Customer obviously appreciates that when you make more modifications, the map's possibly going to want tweaking on it. In this instance, this car was responding well, obviously, when it got here, in the sense of, to be honest, a little too well, because obviously we're tuned for more restrictive, obviously, mods or more restrictive vehicle. Then he's obviously freed a load of flow up, which is obviously then now it's producing too much power, it's producing too much boost. So we've obviously, if anything, we've probably, I would use the word down-tuned in the sense of, but obviously, again, mapped for the modifications and the... Safely, and the modifications and the restraints that we have on things like clutches and stuff like that. But we've obviously mapped, you know, all the way through. Fueling's obviously good. We've got this car now set up properly to its mods in which it's got.
Yeah.
I think we finished on 215 and 220.
225 for pounds.
225.
Look at the graphic.
Yeah, 225.
This car's pretty much like stage 1.5 mods, but without 3-port solenoid.
Yeah, I mean, basically it's made the power. I mean, some cars need a little help, so they need the 3-port and they make it. This car's made it without help, which is obviously means the mods are obviously good and it's flowing nice, it's doing whatever. I think this car's at the limit of where we class these as being a reasonable amount of cost. Stage 1, stage 1.5, that is reasonable. Once you start wanting to go stage 2, you need expensive clutches, you need other things to go with it. And my opinion, for the extra 10 brake that you gain, it's not worth it. You're only really worth it when you jump straight from stage 2 to hybrid, which then sees
is full stage 2 mods, but with that 550 pound turbo, taking you up to 270 maybe.
Yeah, around the sort of 260 to 270 mark. Again, torque cap to 240 for you know, rod reasons and longevity of engine survival. You're about on the limit at about 250, so we generally aim for 240. And that gives us some longevity. It doesn't, it isn't you know, spitting a rod out every 5 minutes. It seems to work okay on these cars, but yeah, I think we've made what there is to make out of this car today. Should we have a look at the graph?
Yeah, I've overlaid the graph from the last time we mapped it to this time we mapped it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so red line was the last time that Dynodaze seen the car and we mapped it, so that's its last healthy point. So we've overlaid the last time we mapped the car to now, today, and as you can see, there's power been made in the mid-range and up to the limiter. We are finishing on 215 brake horsepower and 220 foot-pound of torque. There we go. So that's the difference the mods make with a map tweak. Yeah, fantastic. So there we go. There's another one in the bag. Thanks for coming.
Can't say that.
No, okay. It's a good joke though.
Yeah, it is a good joke.
Yeah. So thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, guys. Like and subscribe and all that jazz. I've been Danny at Dynodaze. He's rich because he always is. And we'll see you on the next one, won't we, buddy?
We will indeed.
We will indeed. Mitsubishi Colt in the house. So we've actually mapped this one before, haven't we, Richard?
We have indeed.
So Davey, if you're watching, we're looking after your car. The guy that's bought the car's brought it to us today after he's mapped it since, sorry,
Mapped it.
fuck.
Boy, and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast.